After having African cichlids for many years, I've learned the hard way that you have to move real quick when you suspect something might be going on in the area of aggression. During today's live stream, earlier today, I mentioned that during the live stream, I was watching the eye biter be overly aggressive with all of the fish. So what I had to do was put a divider in the tank and then separate out the eye biter from the other fish. Well, the second I did that, as again I mentioned in the live stream, sometimes when you remove a tank boss, other fish start fighting for the top position. So immediately after I moved the eye biter, the protomellus, the larger of the two protomellus, started attacking the smaller protomellus. And so I had a problem there. So I had to now take that bigger protomellus, right, the fire hap, and I tried him in with the eye biter. That left the Buccochromis noditania in with the red empress, and I thought they would get along. Well, the second I took the fire hap out of the side of the tank, separated from the eye biter, the red empress started attacking the Bucconono, the Buccochromis noditania. So I was playing basically musical chairs with these fish, trying to figure out who to put with who so that they could quarantine for 30 days before I dumped them all into the 300-gallon behind me. Fortunately, I have these dividers from Life with Pets, and I was able to use them to split tanks up, and that helped me to get the whole thing under control, finally arriving at a combination that was acceptable, which is the eye biter actually with the red empress. He doesn't seem to care about the red empress doesn't care about him, and the fire hap by himself, and the Buccochromis noditania by himself, sharing a tank with the red tear, but with a divider between them. Now, these are not ideal living conditions. It's a little bit tight for fish this size, but it's a quarantine period. I just need them to go long enough for me to be convinced that they're not sick, and then I'll try them in the big tank behind me, where I hope that with enough fish in the tank, that aggression is going to be spread around. So what's my takeaway? What's the moral of the story? One, observe. I was watching these tanks for about 2 hours after the live stream, just sitting here and watching the different exchanges. And I still got it wrong. I still put wrong combinations together. So after I put the new combinations together, separate out the eye biter, then I watched the fire hap start to pick on the other fish. Took out the fire hap, put him with the eye biter. Then I watched the red empress beat up the Buccochromis noditania. So another hour of watching and observing and moving fish back and forth until now I finally have a combination that I think works. Never a dull moment in the world of African cichlid keepers. Be very observant when you bring several cichlids in at once and you're quarantining and you have been quarantined together, and invest in some tank dividers because it gives you a tremendous amount of expanded use of your aquariums. And in my case, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have these tank dividers. I probably would have gotten some plastic containers and filled them with water, done something, but because I had these dividers, I was able to come up with a solution. So there you have it. Share your comments, your tips, your ideas and suggestions, and certainly your experience with aggressive African cichlids below. I'd love to hear it. But I think for now, we're stable. I'll continue to keep an eye on things. I just need to get them through 30 days. And then I think when I put them into this tank behind me, I think there'll be so many other fish that it's going to be real hard for fish to really destroy just each other individual. I don't think that's going to happen. I think there'll be enough going on where the aggression will be spread out and we'll be okay. But we'll see. Even that can turn out to be very different than expected. And then you've got to go to plan B, and then plan C, and then plan D. Thank you for tuning in, friends. You are the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.